First off, who is this we he's speaking of? Oh, right, the government. Notice he doesn't include himself in the category of people who are just going to be sent home. If you need to, go back and watch our episode on quality adjusted life years, better known as death panels, to Bloomberg. The non-elites who will actually pay for the system their whole lives, the Democrats want to define lower than they, will be cast off once they become a burden. Because, just got to save those resources for all the migrants who are going to come across the border by the millions. The truth is, whether it's Ted Kennedy, John McCain, or now RBG, no expense will be spared to keep the elite going, and that's how Bloomberg likes it. Because they're important and, well, you're not. But Mini Mike knows he can't win the Democratic nomination without going for it and pandering to the minority vote, so here's another ad.
For hundreds of years, Americans systematically stole black lives, black freedom, and black labor. And I know my story would have turned out very differently if I had been black. So today I'm proposing a sweeping strategy to invest in black wealth creation. The wealth gap is inextricably linked to the racial inequalities of the past. And I'm determined to make breaking that link a centerpiece of my presidency. I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Okay. Let's hear what he really thinks about minorities in the workspace.
Enormous cohort of black and Latino males aged, let's say, 16 to 25 that don't have jobs, don't have any prospects, don't know how to find jobs, don't know what their skill sets are, don't know how to behave in the workplace where they have to work collaboratively.
Are you sensing something? Are you noticing how obsessed he is with other people's behavior? He promises he's no racist, unlike Trump. But the last time I checked, Trump never said anything like this.
Put those cops where the crime is, which means in minority neighborhoods. So it's one of the unintended consequences is people say, oh my God, you are arresting kids for marijuana. They're all minorities. Yes, that's true. Why? Because we put all the cops in the minority neighborhoods. Yes, that's true. Why do we do it? Because that's where all the crime is. And the way you get the guns out of the kids' hands is to throw them against the wall and frisk them. And then they say, oh, I don't want that. I don't want to get caught, so they don't bring the gun. They still have a gun, but they leave it at home.
It's not just the little people in the outer rings of the cities he despises. He also thinks farmers and farming, the stuff the little people out there in the middle of nowhere do, it's just, a fun little hobby that anyone can do, and he can teach you.
I could teach anybody, even people in this room, so no offense intended, to be a farmer. It's a process. You dig a hole, you put a seed in, you put dirt on top, add water, up comes the corn. Then we had 300, you could learn that. Then you have 300 years of the industrial society. You put the piece of metal on the lathe, you turn the crank in the direction of the arrow, and you can have a job.
Yeah, you're all just a bunch of simpletons out there. Then there's the gun issue. Guns. Ooh. Those people, these people, the honey boo-boo family types. Good Lord, who would trust these pathetic, low-life, inbred, toothless, uneducated human chimps with military-style murder tools? Well, hold on. This is BlazeTV. We don't see our fellow citizens like that. We see them like this. That's better. Way better. But either way, Bloomberg is spending big to keep the small folk in line. He's funneling $60 million into the gun issue, or the anti-gun issue, to help win the hearts of Second Amendment-hating liberals. And in the end, even some Trump-hating TV leftists know that Bloomberg makes for really bad optics with this stuff. Even Bill Maher couldn't hold back commenting on the elitism from the Democrats like Bloomberg.
Now, Mayor Bloomberg is somebody that Now, what do you think of his efforts to protect us from carbonated beverages and the like?
I don't like it. You know, I think it gives liberals a bad name. I really do. It makes liberals look like bullies who want to tell people what to do. And they never met a regulation they didn't like. I mean, obviously, we do have a problem with child obesity. I don't want our children to be 99% Mountain Dew. But this is not the way to go about it.
I cannot believe it, but there I found common ground with Bill Maher. So here's the argument. Bloomberg truly and unapologetically sees the rest of us as below him, way below. You see, we're the dregs of humanity that disgust him, and he feels the need to control us. The people are nothing more than a nameless, faceless mass of humanity. We are just the human backdrop, a cast of characters, of extras to his marquee lead. The common folk, they're just in the way and pose a problem. We are nothing more than THX 1138, and he must deal with us accordingly. That's right. You see, he's the villain of a dystopian, futuristic sci-fi film where the people have lost all freedom. I mean, he is the real-life Dr. Cocteau from Demolition Man. I mean, just look at him. Guess what? There's nothing wrong with a rich guy running for office. I mean, we've elected rich guys from both parties. Trump's a billionaire too, but he doesn't display a total disdain for the non-cosmopolitan. Trump errs on the side of freedom to succeed in the free market and the safety to do so behind secure borders and to be proud of being part of the greatest experiment in human history. Trump embodies the American dream. Bloomberg, on the other hand, embodies the wrath of the Democrat elite. Deplorable? That's so 2016. And believe it or not, the only difference between Bloomberg and Sanders is the color on the bars of the cage they want to put you in. Both of them hate the idea of you making your own choices. Both of them think the government exists to either control or coddle you from cradle to the grave. And both of them have an anger towards true freedom. There are only two differences between these two. One, Bloomberg likes the remaining elements of the free market to serve him. Bernie wants to burn it all down. And then there's this. Bernie never ever once praised Trump, but Bloomy did. Take it away.
I know Donald Trump. He's a great guy. He doesn't do everything he says, but he sure tries, and I'm a big fan of Donald Trump.